packing this suitcase because tomorrow I am off to Frankfurt and I'm going to go and see my hubby. He is an opera singer and he is working in Frankfurt at the opera company, and he's rehearsing at the moment. And he's been gone for 3 weeks, and we have this kind of rule. We've always had this rule in our marriage where every 3 weeks one of us will make an effort to go and see the other person. So at the moment he can't and I can. So I am packing today. I'm just taking kind of like a medium-sized suitcase. I've had to refine my packing skills over the years because I usually take more than I need. So the temperature in Frankfurt for the next 2 days, it's going to be warm. So it's going to be about 23 degrees, 20 degrees Celsius. And then it starts to plummet and go downhill. So by Sunday, it's, well, we're looking at about 10 degrees. So I've got to think, what am I going to take? I'm not going to take big puffer jackets and all that kind of business. I also have to take a few things for him because, like I said, he's been there for 3 weeks already. He took all his summer gear, and so now we're going to start, we do the swapping over of bits and pieces. So let's pack the suitcase together. I've become very organized now, so I have a list of things that I pack, things that I take in all my kind of cosmetic bag as well, and also what I do before I leave and what I do when for when I return. There you go. It's quite organized. So yes, that is what we're going to do. The first thing I'm going to do now, however, is I am going downstairs and I'm going to see what else I need to just quickly put in the washing machine. But I'm pretty sure I'm organized with the washing. So let's go and have a look. So I am pretty much organized. That is all of the washing there. I'm going to go upstairs, fold it up and see what I need to take with me. So one thing I always like to do when I go traveling is I like to wash my makeup brushes so they will have time to dry out overnight, and I'm just going to give them a quick wash. I usually wash them in some kind of like a very, very mild shampoo, so then there's nothing kind of nasty on them. So I'm just going to do that and then I will get on to packing my clothing part of the trip. There we are, all done. That's all I'm going to take. So I've made a little bit of progress here. I washed all my makeup brushes, that's all done, they're just drying. I'm going to deal with the cosmetics in a minute because I've got a new bag for it all to go in, which is really good. Okay, so this is my packing list, and I have done this it's actually getting a little bit worse for wear. You can see it's got a few rips in it. So the main thing is, I mean, it doesn't look like I've got much here, and actually I don't think I need much. The only thing, like I mentioned, was the temperature problems. So I've got t-shirts, I've got quite a few t-shirts. I also, because he is in a flat in Frankfurt, it's very easy to just kind of lie around in the living room and watch TV, etc. So I always bring myself an outfit that I would wear at home. So I've got, at the moment, I'm just kind of wearing harem pants around the house. I've got t-shirts as well. So I'm bringing those. Anything over the top, I usually bring like a hoodie, and I'm going to bring that as well. Or I kind of just wear his stuff when I'm there because he's got a washing machine so he can wash. What else have I got? I've got like a long sleeve flowy top as well that I thought I'd better take when the temperature goes down. And then I have my kind of stock standard sweater, I suppose. Now this is a cotton sweater, so it's not going to be too hot and it's nice. That's me, creme de la creme. I brought a couple of singlets just in case, and then I went on the sock hunt, which is very interesting because I now realize that I don't have any socks that are between, like, say, summer going into autumn. So I'm bringing my little kind of, they're called snocks. I'm bringing those along, and I might have to get some when I go over there as well. Other things I've got on my packing list are things like nightwear if I wear anything at night, a dressing gown if I need it. I don't need a dressing gown there. I kind of like to wear slippers, or I wear socks. At the moment, I've got an issue with my heel, and I think I might have plantar fasciitis. So I'm not going to be wearing little slippers in the flat because my heel is really sore. So I've got my little sketches here, and in them I have insoles. So I'm going to bring these. These are really light, so they're not going to be, you know, too worried about the luggage thing. I've got 23 kilo, which is more than enough, especially with my hubby's big chunky boots that I'm meant to be taking him. Right. Yeah, then I've got things like Nicky Nocky News, bras, singlets, t-shirts, any kind of shirts or tops, long sleeve tops. I've then got trousers, jeans. I'm not bringing any jeans. So the two pairs of trousers that I'm going to bring are a pair of trousers that are like camouflage. And the reason why I'm bringing those is because I can wear different kind of t-shirts with it. I'm traveling in those. And they're called magic trousers, so they stretch, they're really stretchy. And the other trousers that I'm bringing are these ones, and sure enough, when I was folding them up, I noticed there was a mark on the back of them, so that's why I've got them hanging up. So these trousers are fantastic. These are from All Saints. They've got a pocket on the side, they're really lovely and stretchy, and I absolutely love them. I just got them not long ago. So I'm just waiting for them to kind of dry out the area that I just washed off. I don't know what it was. So that's kind of clothing. Then any accessories I've got down there, like scarves or gloves or hats or any kind of sun hat, sunglasses, all that stuff. I you know, go through all of that. And then I've got a big list of toiletries as well. And then on top of the toiletries, I've also got a big first aid kit as well. I like to be a little bit organized. I then have like a miscellaneous list, you know, umbrella, water bottle, nothing. I will never forget anything. And then I have a essentials, and that's things like the address of where I'm going, contact numbers, my passport, if I need a visa, tickets, all that kind of stuff. Make sure that I've got all of that. So, and I'm also bringing my hubby a jar of chilies. These are the chilies that he actually pulverized that I grew last year, just before he left and he's out. Chilies, very important when you go traveling. Okay, so one thing that I've kind of developed over the years was, how do I pack the suitcase? So I've been through the whole just folding things up very nicely. I've been through the rolling stuff up as well. And now my favorite thing is to get these what they call cubes, and put all my stuff in there. So when I'm just traveling, you know, short distances, like in Europe, I use these little cubes here. They've got a little mesh front, as you can see here, and you zip them up so you can actually see what's in them, and you zip them up and use that. This time last year, I was in Australia. I had to go back to Australia for a funeral, and I then got these ones here. Now these ones are really interesting because you put your clothes inside them, okay, and then what you can do is, when you start to zip them up, you can then roll out all the air that is inside, and they're quite amazing. The other thing is also with these bags is they open up as well, and you can make them much thicker. So they're really, really great. And I also did the vacuum packing stuff as well, because going to Australia, again, we were going from winter into kind of spring. So I didn't know what the weather was going to be like. And in the end, I didn't take the right clothing anyhow because it was really cold. So what I do now is I will put all my things, like for instance, they come in all great sizes. So this is the bigger one. Where's the smaller ones? Here. This is like a little sock thing. And in there, I kind of put all my knickers and all, lingerie, things like that. That will all go inside there. And then you just zip them up and put them in your bag, and it's really easy. Because I have a lot of my underclothes, and actually a lot of my overclothes are black, things get lost in the suitcase when I go to unpack them. So I just pull all this out and it's all organized. Great tip. I'm just having a little bit of a break now. I've tried on some clothes. Oh dear, it's always the same, isn't it? You've got to try on your clothes. So I've tried on some clothes, and I am just going to have a little break and have some lunch. And I just wanted to show you what I made. I made these lovely little cheddar and chutney pies, and last night I made some very, very delicious tomato relish. It's my mum's recipe and it is gorgeous. I made it from the tomatoes that I grew. So, buon appetito. Here is this new toiletry bag that I've got, and there's my list. So it's really good, actually. So I've got all of my kind of, toiletries in there. It has these two sections. So there's one here which you can use for, I'm putting obviously my toothbrush. That's where I'm going to put my brushes. So I'm going to try and double up. Normally when I go traveling, I have a separate makeup bag to my toiletries bag. So this time I'm not going to, because I'll show you what it does, this thing. It sits up like this, and look how much space is in there. So that's just really my toiletries. I've got so much space for makeup, which is fabulous. And it opens all up like this, and then you can hang it, which is a nice little touch as well. And it does up really nicely into a cube. I love it. I got this from Amazon. Fabulous. Yay. We're nearly there. Oh dear. Oh boy. So I've just run up the stairs. Oh, actually, I've just run down the stairs because I had a delivery. Gosh, I've just looked at the time. It's 5:15 already. So anyhow, I'm not leaving tomorrow until probably around 1:30, 2 o'clock. I'll be leaving. So I've got all morning in which to do the rest of the stuff. So I've got the bare bones of my packing done. And I'm quite happy. Now I need to do some posting on Instagram for my other account, and posting on Instagram for this account, and then I'm going to make some dinner. So I will see you tomorrow on my travels.